Hey, Mike.
Yeah, what's going on?
Guess what? Our favorite sponsor's back.
Oh, it's the puzzle dude from Unidragon.
Hey, you know, everyone faces a problem. What gift to choose? What to give a friend or parent? How about that wife or husband? Or what about that child or even that colleague at work?
I know what you need to get them.
What's that?
Wooden puzzle.
Wooden puzzles like Unidragon solve this problem.
Get the owl.
Why do people love Unidragon puzzles?
Because each piece has a unique shape.
Mike, do you know that Unidragon now has nature puzzles?
All right, we need more owls.
Now they're small, medium, king size, and royal size. So you can get 7 times bigger than the standard puzzle. So if you want to get upgraded in your puzzles, now's the time to go to unidragon.com. Again, that's unidragon.com. Don't be fooled by other imitation puzzle makers. Only get your true puzzle from unidragon.com. They're the best, and they're the world's leader in wooden puzzles. TechTime listeners, use promo code DRAGONTECH. Again, that's DRAGONTECH for a 10% discount code. They're no longer 3 sizes, Mike. Guess how many there are now?
They're 4 sizes.
That's right. They're 4 sizes. Make sure to visit techtimeradio.com/sponsors and click on the Order Now button to go directly to Unidragon. Our #1 sponsor says thank you.
That's awesome. We need more owls.
Hey, Mike.
Yeah, what's up?
Hey, have you heard of Thousand Fell?
Yeah, that's the company that's redesigning sustainability for the next generation, starting with a fully circular sneaker.
That's correct. Each pair combines thoughtful design with modern and sustainable sourced material, making them durable, comfortable, and recyclable. 97% of sneakers end up in a landfill.
We're not okay with that. Join the movement at www.thousandfell.com. Use the promo code TechTime21 to get $21 off your first order. Every pair of Thousand Fell purchase comes with a $20 recycling credit towards your next purchase, making it easier than ever to skip a trip to the landfill.
Coming to you from the shores of the Pacific Northwest. Keeping you up to date on technology while enjoying a little whiskey on the side. With leading-edge topics, along with special guests, to navigate technology in a segmented, stylized radio program. The information that will make you go, Pull up a seat, raise a glass with our hosts as we spend the next hour talking about technology for the common person. Welcome to Tech Time Radio with Nathan Mumm.
Welcome to Tech Time Radio with Nathan Mumm.
We're back.
That's right. Second hour. We're excited to be back. This is, you know what?
We're not okay with that.
We're not okay with that. Your Thousand Fell commercial.
Oh, that's funny.
Let me just tell you, if we ever wanted to make a blooper reel to make millions of dollars, all we have to do is all of our commercial ads that we do.
No.
We
Come on, that'd be a great segment.
It would be a great, as we do. Sometimes we get literally a 2-minute commercial or even a 1.5-minute commercial. Will take us
Takes us half an hour.
Because we're just laughing and we'll say something wrong and the mic will be like, man, you got to pronounce that correct, Nathan. What are you doing? That's a simple word. That's an English word you should have learned in 3rd grade. So, okay, now, welcome to our show. Hopefully you're catching the second hour and you were here for the first hour. If you missed the first hour, please go to techtimeradio.com and watch the first hour because you're going to be saying, what are the LASE Awards? What's going on here? And you're going to be kind of like coming on in 30 minutes into a movie. You know, if you miss that opening dialogue, you come on in the second scene of what's going on. You have no idea why this person is mad at this person.
Is that your reality?
Yeah, that's my reality. You know, I dated a little bit during my time back when I was a single man. And I remember...
Yeah, in high school.
I know, in high school. And I remember coming into a movie once late. That was the last time I ever did that. We kind of did movie hopping from one place to another place.
Oh, yeah.
And I came in and totally had a different view of the movie. I thought it was kind of really uplifting. Have no idea that this like psycho killer at the very beginning was set up and this is replaying it through in the life. So they're doing this nice story. I'm like, oh, this is going to happen really good. And then in like the last 3 minutes, this person dies. I'm like, what the heck?
What movie was it?
It would have been the same time of Sliver that was out. So it would have been the Sticky theater movie that would have gone to. I don't remember. That would have been 1990, probably 1989 or 1990.
Man, I feel so old right now.
So why is that? Were you watching movies at that time?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
when did you go in high school? When did you go to the movies?
I was going to the movies in the 70s, buddy.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, we won't say who's
Saturday Night Fever.
That's right. We won't say who's well, welcome. Hopefully you're watching our live show 4 to 6 p.m. on Saturday. If you are not watching
You're
Saturday,
fixing to get schooled.
we're 4 to 6. Guess what? That means on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, not 4 to 6, and Sunday, you're catching a rebroadcast. We're excited that you're here.
David had something to
I
say
was going to say, Lon, but you know what? I'll give you a break this week.
You're going to give me a break?
He's not
Okay,
gonna
he's going to
call
say
you Captain
Captain Obvious.
Obvious.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
right. Okay, all right. So we enjoy you being a part of our live show. We enjoy you watching us online also. So we have a lot of YouTube people that watch our videos. We appreciate all your guys' watching. We would love for you to tell more people about our show because we want to share our joy to everybody else. So definitely do that. On today's show, we got Microsoft back in the 1990s.
Yes.
So we're going to talk about 1996.
It seems like it was just yesterday.
1997, I know, especially when I go back and I took a look at my reviews. So I have here my reviews. These are Microsoft performance reviews.
Oh, look at you.
So I can make sure I can trigger the right moment in my life because I'm getting a little bit older, so I want to make sure I'm not saying the wrong things for the wrong year.
Yeah,
so I got that taken care of.
And then you should do that for your movie watching.
My movie watching too? Okay. All right. Then we're going to continue with the 2021 LASE Awards, which are the Literature Arts of Streaming and Entertainment. Okay. It's a second year broadcast. You can see our number 2 that's hanging up over there, right? So our second year doing the LASE Awards, and this is all streaming media. We'll go through categories. What we have coming on up is we have the Best Sci-Fi Award, the Social Streaming Award, which is a brand new category, which we'll talk about. We have the Best Picture Award, and then we have the overall Best Award, which is called the Master Award.
All right.
And that is for the best streaming service. So we'll have that. And then hopefully we got some laughs and some joys as we continue on through this episode. All right. First thing we always do when we start our second hour is we appreciate our conversational cards that were given to us by the Love Connection that airs on Thursday.
Wrong. It's Love Shack Live, which airs Thursday afternoons, 1 p.m. to 2 p.m.
You said
Pacific
Love
time,
Connection.
right here on AM 1150 KKNW.
David just wiped you
Yeah,
up.
I caught you. You said connection.
Did I say Love
You
Connection?
said
You
Love
did.
Connection.
Oh, it's the Love
hey, Chuck
Love
Woolery,
Shack.
back in 2 and 2.
That's back. Yeah, that was awesome.
Oh, look at him.
What was that? You see the back in
He's
2 and 2?
He's doing a 2 and 2.
Yeah, we're back. He always did that too. We'll be back with 2 and 2 right
That's
after
right.
these commercial
yeah,
breaks.
Chuck Woolery.
That was awesome. That was on Channel 13, KCPQ 13 when I was growing up, and I used to watch that all the time. That was like, okay, you have these 3 people, and that little computer come on up and says 57% match. Okay, we'll see what you did. Now tell us what your day was. Our date was horrible. All this.
That's right. So this has nothing to do with that show.
It does not.
This is our buddies from the Love Connection. See, I just said
You just said
the Love Shack.
0 for 2.
0 for 2.
All right, here's their question they asked here. Do you believe there is life on any other planet?
Yes.
Okay, yes.
Do
Why
I
is that?
need? Do I even need to go into why?
Okay, we'll go into why.
I'm going to be Carl Sagan and talk about how many billions and billions and billions of stars are out there.
Okay.
And each of those stars has planets, and some of those planets are capable of supporting life. So the fact that there are, just mathematically speaking,
Yep.
some of those planets have to support life.
You think?
Whether they support intelligent life, that's another question.
Okay,
but-
we just asked life, right? We just asked
but-
life.
yeah.
So Vulcan doesn't exist? The planet Vulcan? It may. Just think, we could just be sitting here on Earth,
Yeah, I'm
waiting
pretty,
until
I'm pretty
we
sure
hit
that
that.
Vulcan is not one of them.
the light speed, and then as soon as Dr. Cochrane gets that invented, then the Vulcans will come and visit us. Just
Okay, I think you're cross-referencing your fantasy life there.
my Star Trek
Yep.
stuff. All right, David, we're going to go to you next.
I'm going to agree probably yes, or probably just simply because it seems like the United States always wants to send stuff out there to see if there's intelligent life out there.
That's right. Although we are sending billionaires up there. So let me ask you, if a billionaire goes to space and he's not that intelligent, does that mean there's unintelligent life in space?
Yes.
Okay, there you go.
Oh, David's got that covered.
He got that covered. All right. Do I believe there's life on planets? Absolutely. Where's Luke Skywalker? All these things, I watch movies and I believe them 100%. So we got Star Wars, we got
Okay,
Yoda out there.
I think you got to quit. I
We
think
got
you're missing
Star
the point
Trek.
here, buddy.
What's that? What's that?
Nathan, I am your father.
Okay, see, Darth Vader could be out there, and right now we're all just waiting
I'm
over
sure,
here
yeah.
to have that. Star Trek can be out there. Have you watched the Discovery seasons? I mean, we could be.
I've watched a lot of these things,
Okay.
but that doesn't connect with what you're trying to connect.
And then there's
together.
also these these extra universes with Marvel that's doing these things. You know, that we got like the multi-universe.
Yeah, you got.
So there's a universe on top of a universe on top of a universe, right?
Yeah, you understand that, right?
Okay, so I believe everything I watch on television
and
YouTube and read on the internet.
That's obvious.
All right. Okay. All right. That starts our show. Now
maybe you should talk to Dr. Dunst there.
Dr. Dunst. I'm not going to go have him do any surgery on me. Let me just tell you that. But if you missed Dr. Death won our Best Series Award in the earlier hour, that is, again, Dr. Death on the Peacock Network. Wow. That was exciting, I'll tell you. Okay. Let's move on now, though, to our first segment of the second hour.
Letters. We get letters. We get back of letters. Oh, letters. We get letters. And the letters all have songs.
All right. I had to slide on out to get some of my letters that I received in my email. These are all emails sent to me during the week, and these are all weekly. I get tons and tons of email spam, probably because I click on the emails and then respond to a couple of them.
Yeah.
Now, just so that I get more and more people that are doing that. But let me talk about the first one. I got Waby Parker ads. So WAYB Parker ads. Okay. So they say, take this quiz to find your perfect frames.
Perfect what?
Frames. So
frames.
For like glasses. Okay. So no idea. So quiz me. Here it is. Optical shops closed, ? No problem. Try 5 pairs at home for free. This is at newsletter 13 at oxymetrett.info.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I was interested, I may need a pair of glasses soon. So I clicked on the deal. They asked me 3 personality questions for my glasses. Absolutely nothing to do with my glasses. Instead,
what personality question?
It asked me one of them was stress. How do I manage stress? What do the other question was, how do you think people look at you and what do they see first? So I don't know if that was supposed to be like they see my glasses or they see me or another one is, do you stand out in the crowd?
Well, it depends on if you're wearing your colorful clothes.
It does. I had a yellow shirt on, let me just tell you, a couple days ago, and I was thinking about you. It was so bright yellow.
I bet.
But essentially, after I'm done with this quiz, it essentially asked me to put in my credit card so they could ship me out 5 pairs to try at home for free.
Well,
they promised after I sent it back, so it was only like $69.
Oh.
They would send me 5 pairs. And then after I sent them back, they would reimburse me the money, and I can keep whatever pair at $29.95.
Really?
Yes.
Well, that was very nice of them.
Now, the problem is they had me do this real basic eye exam test too, right? So they had me supposed to stand back 20 feet to do my eye exam, and then they could help get the frames and decide what my eye apertures were needed for glasses based on this test.
That's awesome. I have a lot of problems with this whole idea of personality tests being used to create these little stupid things like, yeah, your personality requires this type of glasses or this type of frame, and then
you don't think it works really well? You think it's just kind of
it's all bunk.
Okay.
Personality tests in and of themselves tell you about who you are.
Correct.
Right, and it can give some clues about the things you might like. But taking a 3-question personality quiz in order to find the frames for your glasses,
and then I had to stand 20 feet back to read certain letters, and I was supposed to relay to them exactly how I did those letters.
Yeah, that's low.
So that seemed like a pretty good doctor, right? Dr. Death would be like all over that. Okay, all right,
but it's easy to fall for that kind of stuff.
It is.
It's all over the place.
And you know what? I bet you they would actually send me frames. I bet you they probably would have.
Hey,
I don't know. I think they may be.
Spend the $69 and tell me.
Oh, you want me to?
Yeah.
Okay. You know what?
I dare you.
Okay, I'm gonna. You know what? Don't do that.
I know what happens. I know what happens when you say I dare you.
You have to because it's on tape.
Okay. You know what? I'm gonna actually do that.
Yeah, do it.
I'm gonna do that.
Do
okay.
it.
All right. Okay. I'll read your spam. I got that said.
Okay. So before I read this, my question is this how it was actually formatted?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Yes. So I did. That's not a unique printer.
This is not a formatting error. This is the way it was formatted.
That is exactly correct.
All right. So this is from I space capital T
Yeah.
-eeservices.com, which is your company.
Yeah, but EE Services, but that person isn't my email address.
No, Ashley at kaufs.com, KAUFFS.com.
Okay.
So Nathan Mumm, importance. This is very high importance.
Yep.
The first line says O.
Yep.
The second line is F.
Yep.
The third line is FIC.
Uh-huh.
The fourth line is E3.
Yeah.
And the fourth line is 65. So it basically has this stupid formatting where it says Office 365.
Correct.
Nathan
and it's now
at
called
E-
Microsoft 365, just to let you know, spammers that are out there. If you say Office 365, it doesn't work. So you need to be using Microsoft 365.
You know, this is not
FireEye. So
this is not a format for you to teach them how to be better scammers.
Okay.
So it continues on with this stuff. It goes your PAS sword for Nathan at E. So your password.
My password.
Your password.
It's not even password. It's password.
It's password for
Yep.
Nathan at eeservices.com. Will XP, ire, and ire is anger.
Okay.
In 1 days, use cur int pass word to continue faux r.
4R.
Yeah, this is the stupidest thing. This is dumb.
Okay. So it's
I guess they do have a link here. It says KEEP same password.
So keep the same password.
Yeah, so that's the link, but they have it all jacked up and on different lines.
Yeah,
so,
and it came across with different
this
fonts.
sounds like some hacker was just really, really bored that day and just said, "I'm just going to do this." And
he's working for the hacking company. The hacking boss says, you need to send out 100 fake spam phishing. He's like, screw it. I'm going to send out this crappy one to everybody. There
now,
you go,
the
boss.
only thing that this has going for it is that it gets your attention.
It did.
It
That's
gets
why I printed it out.
Yeah, it gets your attention, and you try, and it for some people, you want to try and decipher what's going on.
That's
here.
correct. That's correct.
Did you click on the link?
I did not click on the link.
Okay, thank you.
I just printed it out because it was so badly done. I'm like, oh boy.
How many times do we have to tell you, don't click on the link?
Yes, don't click on links. You click on links, you get yourself in trouble. Don't click on links. All right, here's mine. iCloud ID, nathanmumm@hotmail.com. It's sent from PH1 1LC 60MLFRZ at Magnum Control, but control is spelled with a K. So it's really cool. Control.com.
MK Ultra, buddy.
Okay, reply. The subject is reply. So somehow I've had a conversation with it. So it's not just the heading that says your iCloud has been locked. It's actually replying like we've already had a conversation. Reply. Your iCloud has been locked on Saturday, August 21st. Your iCloud has been locked on Saturday, August 21st. Not really, because I got my machine on right now. But okay, I got you. If you do not respond within 12 hours, your data will be deleted.
Yep, there you go.
All right,
that's
so
the scary
verify
thing.
your account. We apologize for any incontinence. It's not inconvenience. Any incontinence.
It's incontinence?
Yes, any incontinence.
Do you know what incontinence is?
Yes, because I misspelled it once at Microsoft, and somebody said, "Really? You're having a problem crapping your pants?" And I was like, "Oh
right.
my gosh,
Do you need
no!"
some Depends?
So I have never screwed that.
That's awesome.
So we apologize for any incontinence this may cause you, and appreciate your patience with our security measures. Copyright 2021 iCloud distribution.
That's
that is.
funny.
I didn't even realize that until I read that part. Perfect.
Incontinence. That's my email caused you to pee in your pants.
All right, last one here because we're running out of time here.
Okay, so this one actually looks legit. So you're going to have to explain this one. So this is from Wrongly, which is wrongly.li@multiplier.email.
Okay.
Subject is Elite Executive Services Multiplier. Hey, Nathan, I sent you an email a few days ago about Multiplier and how I think we could be a great fit for Elite Executive Services expansion and cross-border hiring. Did you know that our clients save an average of $50K to $100K per annum by using our services? Companies typically use Multiplier for deploying tech teams in Vietnam and India, getting salespeople on the ground across markets in a quick way, onboarding niche talent, e.g., for example, e.g.
Okay.
Data scientists from markets such as China and the USA. Would you be available on Wednesday at 11 and 11:30 for a quick call to discuss our PEO platform? Book a meeting here with me. Click here. Wrongly, Sales Lead APAC.
Okay, so where is this at now? India, right?
This is China.
No, yeah, but where does he say that he can help us in? In what
Says
what
he can
area?
help you in Vietnam, India, and China.
So why would I need help in Vietnam, India, or China?
I don't know. The only thing that I can think of right off the top of my head is maybe outsourcing things.
Okay, but what is the title on that?
The subject
Yep.
is just multiplier.
Multiplier.
And so it doesn't really explain. So did you click on any? Now this actually has an addendum email.
Okay, and what's the addendums have?
Hey, Nathan, as the pandemic enters the new year, might be looking for easy and effective cross-border hiring strategies. We, multipliers, as specialists in cross-border employment solutions, notice there's a huge increase in the need for remote talent and market expansion post-pandemic. As a result, we are empowering companies to hire remotely distributed teams globally by offering cost-effective payroll solutions in compliance with local labor laws. If you'd like to hear about this in more detail, please let me know a couple of time slots or choose a time slot for my calendar and I'll reach out to you. P.S. We are not a recruitment agency, outsourcing company that can complement your existing recruitment.
So let's talk about this. So this email really looks legit, right? He sent one.
This looks legit.
Okay, and he sent a second one.
The only thing that is on here is that they've got a phone number.
Yeah.
They've got looks like a almost like a Twitter account, and then we have WeChat, which is Charlotte at 7-Eleven, and then they have LinkedIn, which is the right name, and multiplier.com.
Okay, so they gave you the
all
WhatsApp.
These things.
So they give you the WhatsApp. What's the WhatsApp company name?
The WeChat.
Yeah, the WeChat.
It's CHARLOTTELI 7-Eleven. So it's Charlotte.
Charlotte. And who's the person that sent that email?
Wrongly.
Okay. So really good crafted email. So I wanted to get a good one in here, right? Yeah. Not a funny one, but really good crafted email.
Did you click on the booking?
So I did click on the booking. Yep. And I went to a Calendly file, which is available for free when people use that. Yeah, they use that all the time for people scheduling meetings. Mm-hmm. So I scheduled a meeting with this individual. And I had it scheduled for, I think it was Thursday or something like that. And the person called me.
Really?
Yes. Now, the person was completely different company. Had nothing to do with anybody that was there. Nice gal that was calling on behalf. Sorry, our person couldn't make it type of deal. Mm-hmm. We're really good at outsourcing. But what we're really great at doing is we're really great at shipping and receiving specialists for your company. So they completely pivoted in what they actually said that their email was. And they wanted me to onboard all my shipping and receiving processes to them instead of doing any of the outsourcing work or anything else at all. So
this is kind of like a bait and switch.
It is. And essentially, they were trying to see if we were available, if I was interested in that type of deal. Completely different person reached out to me. Now, I had a follow-up person reach out to me that had a completely different company. So essentially what happened is this Calendly put up that Nathan Mumm at Executive Services was available. You could schedule meetings with him. And if you try to reach out to him with anything regarding offshore information, you can do that. So I had 2 other people schedule meetings with me also to sell different products. So as much as it's not
this is just a phishing email to get you for multiple sales platforms.
Correct. So I essentially, by signing up for that, said, hey, I'm available. You can use me for whatever you want to do. This person will reach out to you guys. Here's his contact information, schedules meetings with him.
All right. So what would make me think that this is a phishing email?
Well, it depends. I guess if I wanted to have outsourcing and I needed outsourcing, they probably should have said that in the email instead of trying to reach out to me in different meetings. Mm-hmm. It really isn't essentially asking me for my credentials, but it's finding that there's a live person behind the email that will respond. And they may be interesting. So let's throw it out on a whiteboard and see a zillion different ideas to try to sell this individual and see if our sales mechanism tool works.
Okay, so this isn't quite the same thing as
it's not
some
quite.
Of this other stuff. This is actually just finding a way to schedule you for sales pitches.
Correct. But
okay.
I had to fill out the information,
right.
which made myself available. So
right.
There you go. That ends our letters segment.
Dude, don't get me started about my email. I hate my email.
That's right. Okay. We're going to take a commercial break, and when we come on back, we're really excited. We are going to continue our LASE Awards. And then at the end of our segment today, we got Microsoft in the 1996 and 1997. We want a good 20 minutes of that because there's some crazy stories that we have for that. We appreciate you joining us on our second hour of Tech Time with Nathan Mumm. We got Mike Roday over here. I got a little bit more whiskey. I'm going to
drink it up, buddy.
I'm going to sip it up. I enjoyed it. I gave it a thumbs up. So on the first hour, David Brown behind the board. We'll see you guys right after this commercial break.
Upper Left Corner is a PNW true crime podcast now streaming on all major podcast platforms. If you get excited when your favorite true crime podcast tells a story about a place that you've been to or the town that you live in, then Upper Left Corner podcast is for you. Each week, I tell you a story of a crime that has taken place in the PNW and give you background about the town the crime occurred in. If you like true crime, check out Upper Left Corner podcast, now available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google, and more.
Ace Hardware is a helpful place with prompt, friendly service, knowledge, and the little things that make a big difference.
Service.
Selection.
Advice.
Community involvement.
Competitive prices.
Convenience.
Located near you.
And the things you need, such as
house keys,
lawn and garden,
plumbing,
electrical,
hardware,
grills,
outdoor living supplies,
and even nuts and bolts.
When you visit Ace Hardware, you'll be greeted at the door and given the help you need.
So come visit us at Ace Hardware in Evergreen Way in Everett, Lake Stevens, and now Stanley.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Welcome back to Tech Time Radio. I'm your host, Nathan Mumm. We got Mike Roday on my left.
That's right.
And
Chilling
we got
out.
What's that?
Chilling out.
Chilling out. That's right.
What did you call it? My second hour.
Your second hour pose.
My second hour pose.
Your second hour pose.
Yeah.
You got a little bit of the leg up, a little bit kicking back.
Yeah,
the first hour is very professional. We got to get it done. Although we were right on time today. You hear we got the music for the first hour? I think
that went well.
I know. And
we should give ourselves an award.
That's right. You know what?
We should be a LASE Award for ourselves.
LASE Award. Actually, I'm just going to say that the first hour, and you'll understand what this is. First hour is a solid 9. What do you think? Solid 9?
Solid 9?
Solid 9?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, out of 1.
Why not?
We rate behind the scenes. You're going to hear what we do. Every Thursday, we rate the show, and we rate the first hour and rate the second hour. Mm-hmm. You cannot rate on my rating scale. You cannot rate what?
Yeah, you can't rate a 7.
You can't rate a 7 because everybody always chooses a 7.
Most, right? That's the most chosen rating.
And why is that? Psychologist.
You know, I don't have an answer for that. It's just one of those things where a lot of people fall in that. When you do statistics, there's a median. Yeah. So 7 would be the median.
So we don't allow a 7. So you have to either give it a 6 or an 8.
Which is funny because your wife's like, I'm just going to give it a 7. You can just take it.
The wife does. Yeah, she doesn't care at all.
Yeah, she's like, whatever. I'm not going.
That's right. But we rate the show. So if you get an 8, that's pretty big. 6s are kind of standard, right? So everybody kind of gives us a lot of
6s or 7s in your scale.
Correct. And then we have some 5s every once in a while, too. So
yeah, I've given the show a 4.
Yes, you have. You and Emily. Emily's all over it. She's like, this. I like it. So hopefully the pacing's good, Emily. I know we talked about it at the show, so hopefully our pacing is going better on this one. All right. Well, we're really excited. We're going to bring you the second half of our Literature Arts of Streaming Entertainment Awards. These were created by us over drinking, like every great invention was.
That's right.
Last year, we created a show.
Yes, we did.
This is
after we drank a lot.
That's right. And this is our second annual show. So it's really interesting because we have winners from last year that we'll talk about, winners from this year. We can go to the LASEawards.com, and it'll give you a warning for the site, and it'll say, do you really want to click here? And don't proceed because you shouldn't. But we have to get an official
site. What's up with that?
Well, so I'm piggybacking on another site, and so it's URL forwarding, and that's not a good thing to do for a website. So I need to create a LASE Awards site. So you're going to become my editor for that?
No.
No, okay. All right, let's start out our part 2 of the LASE Awards. Welcome to the 2021 Literature Arts of Streaming Entertainment Awards, or the LASE Awards. All right. Okay, so we've already gone through the Best Series, Best Documentary Award. We got through the Independent Award, the Real World Award, and the New Service Award. Okay, and we are going to be starting with the Best Sci-Fi Award, and this is for science fiction, movies, or series.
All right.
And the nominees for the Best Sci-Fi Award, science fiction movie, or series are The Expanse,
Amazon Prime.
My name is Marco Inaros. I am the commander of the Free Navy. It's time to let the system know who we are.
Godzilla vs. Kong. HBOMax.
It's Godzilla. Kong bows to no one.
Snyder Cut of the Justice League. HBOMax.
I need warriors. I'm building an alliance to defend ourselves.
How do you know your team's strong enough? If you can't bring down the charging bull, then don't wave the red cape at
it. We live in a society where honor is a distant memory. Isn't that right, Batman?
The Tomorrow War. Amazon Prime.
Boy, they say kids never come by unless they need something.
Dad, I need your help.
I'll get my coat.
30 years in the future, we are fighting a war. Our enemy is not human, and we are losing. We need you to fight.
I will be back. And I love you, Chickpea.
Stowaway. Netflix.
Michael, I'm Zoe. I'm a doctor. I want you to focus on slowing down your breathing. In through your nose, out through your mouth.
Hi, Michael. I'm Marina Barnett, the commander of the ship. Do you remember what happened on the pad?
I'm a launch support engineer, ma'am. How long was I out?
We took off about 12 hours ago.
12 hours.
There's no way for all of us to survive.
It's imperative that we try.
Oh, this is the big one.
Yeah?
All right, so let's talk about this. Last year's winner in our 2020 LASE Awards was The Mandalorian by Disney Plus. All right, so have you seen The Expanse on Amazon Prime? Have you watched the series?
I've seen everything but Stowaway.
Okay.
And Stowaway, I think, is probably a movie that's based on a story, a science fiction story.
It is.
Which is something I read a long time ago, so I have a pretty good idea of what that's about.
Stowaway is pretty creepy and pretty cool at the same time also. Tomorrow Award, Snyder Cut. You like Snyder Cut, right?
I like the Snyder Cut.
You like the Snyder Cut? Godzilla versus Kong. Did you like that?
I liked it. Yeah, that's one of those. That's one of those ones you just sort of edge out in front of and enjoy all the destruction that happens because that's what. But the Expanse is awesome because it tries to take in the actual physics of space flight.
Correct. Okay. Well, you got the envelope there.
So here we go.
Let's see who the winner is.
Let's see. The winner of the Best Sci-Fi Award is The Tomorrow War, Amazon Prime.
The Tomorrow War, Amazon Prime. Wow.
Yeah.
That's
that was an okay show.
Chris Pratt, right?
That was Chris Pratt.
Chris
and
Pratt.
He didn't get voted on because he's from around here, right?
He didn't get voted on. Remember we had that discussion. Because I have a man crush on him, right? I've said that maybe on the show before because I know him personally. Not really personally, but through other people. And so approximate person.
Well, he grew. He's about your age or
he
a little
is
bit younger.
So I think he's about 2 years younger than me.
Okay, yeah, and he grew up over here in Granite Falls and
Lake Stevens High School. Yep,
yeah.
That's correct. So he won that. That was unanimous from all of us. I think everybody voted unanimously on that, except for you. You voted for the Snyder Cut, right?
I voted for the Snyder Cut because you hate it.
I do. I didn't think. I don't think it's that. I thought it was way better than the original one, but I still thought it was way overhyped. So that's correct.
I enjoyed it.
All right.
I'm going to watch Stowaway because that's
Stowaway's good. Stowaway's good.
Yeah.
Stowaway's absolutely great. All right, so let me talk a little bit before this award, before we make any of the announcements and play it. So it's called the Social Streaming Award. This is a new category that specifically was created because of COVID-19. So this is the ability for you to actually watch a movie with somebody else in a different room. So let me talk a little bit. So Disney Plus account does not have chat features, but has emojis, and you can sit in there and watch Disney Plus. If I have a Disney Plus account, you have a Disney Plus account, we could watch Loki together. We could not chat, but we could send happy emojis of thumbs up, of up and down. Now, Hulu Watch Party has a chat feature and a catch-up button feature, so streamers must have access to all paid access to Hulu in order to watch with a friend. So again, if I have Hulu, you have to have Hulu when we watch it together. Amazon Watch Party has a chat feature and an option for creator of the watch party to have a playbook control. So streamers, so they can kind of go forward and backward in the movie. So if I don't like something, I can skip over a segment, or I can replay a segment over and over and over again. Streamers must have an Amazon Prime account and have rented the movie show, and a private link is created. So I have to have the same show.
They're all the same though. They all rely on. Because I tried doing this when I was dating.
Okay.
Right? I had this date, and I think we were watching The Queen's Gambit, as a matter of fact.
Okay.
And there was no way to sync up what we were doing while being on a video feed. Everything had to be like with chats.
Yep.
So we were on Zoom trying to sync up our things, and like hers would be like 5 minutes ahead of mine, and she was like, "Oh wow," and I would be like, "What happened?" She was like, "Tell me," and I'm like, "I'm not even there yet." Like, "Oh, well, you want me to pause it?" It was just such a cluster.
Okay, so Amazon has one. They can have up to 100 people. Let's talk about Netflix, or actually, Netflix did not get nominated. So we have essentially Amazon, Hulu, Disney Plus, and the other one is Movies Anywhere. That can host up to 10 people and have the access of Movies Anywhere to be rented. Again, you have to have the availability so that there is both people on the same platform. There is no chat feature for Movies Anywhere, and it only has emojis. So if you don't have chat, you're kind of a little bit old. I mean,
let's just do emojis.
That's right. Okay, let's now hear the nominees, and let's get ready to pick this.
And the nominees for the Social Streaming Award are Disney Plus GroupWatch, Hulu Watch Party, Movies Anywhere Watch Together, Amazon Watch Party.
All right.
Yeah, you like totally repeated that.
Well, I had that all. I had to do all the audio ahead of time, so all the audio.
There you go.
Yeah, all right, now we're going to open up the envelope here.
Who won?
And the winner is, for the 2021 LASE Awards, congratulations to Amazon Watch Party. Amazon Watch Party wins. They are able to have 100 people, options to have chat features, and you can have the movie rented or owned to watch.
But you have to have an Amazon Prime account.
You do. But don't you have an Amazon Prime account?
Yes.
I do too. Does anybody not have an Amazon Prime?
I don't know if people don't.
David, do you have an Amazon Prime account?
We have one of those free trials going right now, but my daughter is the one that really has it. She has the student version of it.
Okay, so I mean, everybody has it, so it's just kind of that's at least a little bit easier.
It's like Netflix.
It is.
How did Netflix not get on there?
Well, Netflix's system. You just told me you were trying to watch The Queen's Gambit. Why didn't you watch it on the Netflix service?
That's what we were doing. We were watching it via Netflix.
And how good did it work?
It didn't work.
Okay, well, that's why I didn't get these. At least these four.
I mean,
these four at least work.
I was talking about trying to do it via Zoom. There should be a.
If you tried to do it on Netflix, it would have been just as horrible as you experienced.
It would have been the same thing.
Yeah,
but
it was not good.
The whole thing. We were trying to be on a platform so we could talk about the movie or the show as it was going, but it was a cluster because they weren't synced up.
Amazon has done a fantastic job of this. If anything, I mean, we kill on Amazon all the time here, right? We're not big Jeff Bezos fans, are we?
I don't. Jeff really doesn't affect my life.
Okay, we're not big Amazon fans necessarily.
We talk about the good stuff and the bad stuff.
Okay. Well, Amazon's not a big fan for me, but I use
pretty
Amazon
much just
Prime.
dog on Facebook most of the time.
We do dog on Facebook.
I don't like Facebook,
but essentially. they spent a lot of time during COVID to make sure the system works. So they deserve that award. So
yeah.
I don't know if that award will ever be on again because that may just be COVID specific. I don't know.
If we continue to move through all these variants, we might be here for 5 years.
That's right. It may be on there next year, too. All right. Well, let's move to our next award. And our next award before we do that is called, this is our big one. These are the next two are our big one. This is the Best Picture Award. So let's talk about the previous winner for the Best Picture Award was Greyhound by Apple TV last year. So that was a great movie. Tom Hanks, phenomenal. Did you ever watch The Greyhound?
No.
Great movie. Great. You should watch that too. Apple TV, although Apple TV,
I don't have that.
You don't have that?
I don't have Apple TV.
Okay, well, I can help you out with that.
Oh, I bet.
So Greyhound's a good flick that you should watch. This year's nominees are amazing. And you know what? I have watched 3 of the 4 that are listed here. And we're going to talk about them. And I think all of them deserve to be winners.
Oh, they all get a participation trophy?
But only one can win. So let's see what we got.
That's not how it works.
That's right.
The nominees for the Best Picture Award are The Trial of Chicago 7, Netflix.
We want to underscore again that we're coming to Chicago peacefully, but whether we're given permits or not, we're coming.
We're going to Chicago to protest the Vietnam War.
There's no place to be right now but in it.
We watched for a decade while these rebels without a job tell us how to prosecute a war. Because they're going to spend their 30s in a federal facility.
The new day is dawning.
Sound of Metal, Amazon Prime.
Your hearing is deteriorating rapidly.
We'll come back. Till then, Lou, we just keep going, okay?
No.
Lou, let's play tomorrow. Let's see what it's like, okay? I'm gonna be like a click track. You can play to me.
I Care a Lot, Netflix.
My name is Marla Grayson. I'm just someone who cares.
Marla Grayson, you've had amazing success. What's your secret?
There is no secret, Peter.
She forces them into the home, auctions off their house, and uses the proceeds to pay herself.
Because caring is my job. I don't lose. I won't lose. I'm never letting you go.
Extraction, Netflix.
Something's wrong.
What is it?
You rescue people.
Sometimes. Sometimes I do other things.
Is that Chris Hemsworth?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
Thor. That's Thor, buddy.
All
right, here we go. We got an award.
I have the envelope.
Okay, let's take a look at who the winner is.
Let's see. Best Picture Award goes to I Care a Lot on Netflix.
I Care a Lot on Netflix.
I have seen none of these movies.
You have seen none of these movies?
No.
Oh, you got to go see. I
might have to watch that I Care a Lot. That sounded actually pretty interesting.
It did sound interesting, didn't it?
Yeah.
It's about a lady that goes in, and I think she takes over. I have not seen it myself either. I think she takes over like older individuals' homes and something like that, and then she ends up moving them into retirement centers and taking all their money.
And selling them and pocketing the proceeds.
All right, and we're up to our final award here. Let's start out with the Master Award.
And now we have the final nominees in the Best Overall Streaming Service, the Master Award. Amazon Prime Video, Sling TV, Disney Plus, HBOMax.
All right, I got the envelope here. This is the big one.
Sling TV, huh? How did that make it on there?
Well, Sling TV was nominated because it has all of the sports channels and everything.
Oh, because we none of the things we've covered had Sling TV at all.
I did. You know, some of the nominees are uniquely different. It doesn't mean that it always has to be. Last year's winner, Netflix, was not even on this list.
I noticed.
All right, here we go. And the winner is HBOMax.
What?
HBO
What?
Max. Well, you know what?
Couldn't be Disney Plus.
No, it's not Disney Plus.
Disney Plus has to be because Disney Plus has everybody.
Well, you know what? HBO Max was the exclusive provider to do the real releases of the theaters at the same time, which probably gave
That's true.
Which probably gave it a huge advantage.
But Disney Plus is one of those too.
Well,
Disney Plus wasn't it Black Widow that came out on Disney Plus?
Yeah, that she said. Yeah, and
That
Scarlett
she sued
Johansson.
him? Yeah, she sued him.
So let me just tell you, Disney Plus, maybe a runner-up, maybe a bridesmaid
I don't know about
two years in a
that.
row.
Whatever.
Okay, those were our 2021 LASE Awards. We got a commercial break, and when we come on back, we got Microsoft in the 1990s.
Hello, my name is Arthur, and my life's work is connecting people with coffee. Story Coffee is a small batch specialty coffee company that uses technology to connect people to each product resource, which allows farmers to unlock their economic freedom. Try our Medium Roast Founder Series coffee, which is an exotic bourbon variety that is smooth, fresh, and elegant at storycoffee.com. That's STORI coffee.com. Today you can get your first bag free when you subscribe at storycoffee.com with code TechTime. That's STORI coffee.com.
Hi, this is Lisa Downs, host of Reigniting You, a new show here on KKNW that explores a variety of topics and timely issues for making mid to late career transitions. I'll be here every Wednesday afternoon at 3 o'clock bringing you guest interviews, career transition advice, and great stories to guide you to what's next in your career and life. Gain a renewed sense of purpose for your next phase with a positive, forward-looking approach. Get ready to be re-energized, recharged, and reignited Wednesdays at 3 o'clock.
Hey, babe, I hear that you can download a new voice on Siri.
No way.
Yes, it's true. It's a voice that goes, hey, you big hunk. What do you want to do and where do you want to go?
Stop it.
Oh, God. Okay, I'm kidding.
What has tech ever done for our relationships?
We can't talk about that on the radio.
If you want to eavesdrop on juicy conversations that no one is having around all things love, sex, and relationships, join us right here, 1 p.m. on KKNW and wherever you get your podcast.
We look forward to seeing you in the Love Shack.
Your business deserves the same expertise as that of a Fortune 500 company. If you need a CIO-level service, why hire a full-time staff member at $250,000 a year when you can get this on-demand service for fractions of the cost? As your CIO on demand, we'll give you the steps you need to take so as to minimize interruption to your business and profitability, and provide you and your business with training and education to prevent future attacks. To get an efficiency review for your business today, contact us at www.ee-services.com.
The year is 1996. President Clinton beats Bob Dole to continue his second term in office. In mid-February, the Interactive Media Division is created. It consists of MSN, the MSN online service games and kids titles, and the information businesses from the now-dissolved Consumer Division. In early March, Microsoft announces point-to-point tunneling protocol. PPTP is a new networking technology that supports multi-protocol virtual private networks. 2 days after that, on March 6th, Microsoft Internet Explorer version 2.0 for Windows 95 is made, available in 22 languages. As the leaves begin to fall in November, Microsoft Flight Simulator for Windows 95 releases, marking the first time in its 14-year history that the product is available on the Windows platform. Days later, on November 12th, Microsoft's board of directors approves a 2-for-1 stock split. 96 has come to an end, but 1997 promises 2 giant releases from Microsoft and an acquisition that will become one of the best-known components of the Microsoft network. Microsoft ushered in the new year with the January 16th release of Office 97, the new version of the world's best-selling productivity suite. On February 7th, Microsoft unveils its Actimates early learning system. Now, this system is a combination of products that work with the personal computer or the VCR. Microsoft, through a licensing agreement with the Lions Group, presents Purple Dinosaur Barney as the first Actimates interactive character. Later, Microsoft signs an agreement to acquire Web TV Networks for approximately $425 million in stock and cash. On the final day of 1997, Microsoft announces it has acquired Hotmail, the award-winning free web-based email service. The December 31st purchase is a major milestone for the company, as Hotmail will become an important component of the Microsoft network that Microsoft offers free to all internet users.
All right.
All
so
right.
It's 1996.
Yep.
And to put a little bit more context into that, the top television programs there were ER, Friends, Seinfeld.
Oh, I love Seinfeld.
And premiering was Spin City and Everybody Loves Raymond.
Wow.
And also Quake, the first-person shooter, came out.
Oh, that was one of my favorite games of all time.
That's the very first... Isn't that the very first one?
Well, they had Wolfenstein, right?
That's right. Wolfenstein
was kind of the first,
yeah.
but Quake was like the very first one where you could actually dial up with a modem and you could play online against somebody and kill each other. That was where the term camper came out.
Campers.
That's where you'd be in a corner in the middle of nowhere where you couldn't see each other.
Yeah, we get that all the time on Sea of Thieves.
That's right.
So what was 1996 like there, Nathan?
1996 was a big time in Nathan's life. I was working in the ITG CONS, C-O-S, customer service group. Scotty was my boss at the time, and I essentially became a full-time Microsoft employee.
Right.
1996, I was in charge of most of the laptop purchases at Microsoft at the time, and I would actually do an evaluation of all the hardware for the laptops to give the procurement group approval to purchase laptops and to make sure that they were available, the best laptops, which at that time was a Toshiba laptop available at the company.
I actually think I have an old Toshiba laptop at home.
In 1996, they were kind of 95, 96, 97. They were the laptop of choice at the time.
Yeah, they were the big, heavy, clunky things.
They were, absolutely.
Nice. So how did that year end? Is there anything special that happened?
So the year ended, so it was a great year. I got to go to my very first Microsoft party in the summertime, which is their summer party. Picnics were unbelievable. 20 vendors with food. You could eat all that you want. That year at the end, they had a huge Christmas party. We had a huge item, and essentially I was offered a job a little bit before that in the executive support group that I turned down. And essentially with a little bit of alcohol in me, I went up to the person, her name was Judy, and said I would be interested in continuing as I was filling in an executive support group, and I would be willing to go full time.
Okay, so you initially turned it down.
I turned it down. I didn't want to do it. It's 24/7.
You got some liquid courage, and you went back and got it back.
At the Christmas event, I went up to the gal, and she said, listen, I've been trying to get you to do this for 2 months. And she said, so now you're going to do it? I said, well, a little bit of liquor in me. And I said, sure, let's do it. She's like, okay, well, then you're going to start the next day. And so the next day I got transferred up to the new office in Imperial Square.
You might want to consider what liquor does to your life. I don't know.
It does a pretty good job. It did an okay job.
Yeah. Okay. So do we want to talk about a little bit about 1997?
Sure,
how did that start?
1997 is a big bang. So now all of a sudden I'm up working with these elite people. Essentially, it was a list of about 100 people that were VP titles and above, and they would call us, and we had one of the very first Motorola flip phones, and we would answer the flip phone. We wouldn't do email as much, but answer the flip phone, and we would take care of all of the top brass at Microsoft, the top 100 employees and their admins.
This is the stories you get from talking. You have to go and fix so-and-so's computer down the hall, and then fix so-and-so's computer 50 yards away, and Bill Gates' computer over there in the...
So we would get calls from everybody. So there was this guy, his name David Vaskovich. I don't want to put him on the air, but I just did. So he would call us all the time, and he was always working on some new product, and he would load some beta OS on his machine. It wouldn't work, and then he'd like, come on over here, it needs to get fixed. We were really doing a lot of ISDN installs at the time. So this is when technology was starting to speed up, and each of these individuals had ISDN cards at their homes.
So here's the question that comes to mind. I think I asked this last. You have all these people that created all this stuff.
Yep.
Why are they calling somebody else to come and fix their stuff?
Them and their admins. Because you know what? Just because you create something really great and knowledgeable doesn't mean you actually know how the system works itself. So I can tell you story after story after story, and we are going to be really excited to continue this series next week in 1997, where I'm going to talk a lot about executive support services, some of the stuff I did. I worked with a great group of individuals. Jim, Keith, and myself were kind of the three people that were up there. Our group expands and moves from Imperial Square to Building 24, and we got some awesome stories that will still be kind of undercover, so I won't get too much in trouble with any NDAs that I would have maybe signed.
Okay. All right. We look forward to that.
All right. Well, you know what? You should, because it's going to be some crazy times. That 1997, 98, 99 were just crazy. So I am Nathan Mumm. We got David Brown that did a fantastic job. Good job with the LASE Awards there, David. Congratulations. Yay, that's a golf clap. Fantastic.
That's not a golf clap. This is a golf clap.
Okay, that's a golf clap. All right, we got Mike Roday over here, myself. We enjoyed you watching Tech Time Radio with Nathan Mumm. Have a great day.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for joining us on Tech Time Radio. We hope that you had a chance to have that moment in technology today. We also have a few other ways to stay connected, including subscribing to our podcast on any podcast service from Apple to Google and everything in between. And also signing up on our YouTube page, where you get to see us live in video. Yep, you can see us chat and have some fun. It's youtube.com/techtimeradio, all one word. We hope you enjoyed the show as much as we did making it for you. From all of us at Tech Time Radio, remember, Mumm's the word. Have a safe and fantastic week.